Hi guys, and welcome back to episode 2 of News Knit Guide. In this episode, we are going to be talking all about knitting needles. It's important to know the different types of needles. First, we're starting off with straight needles. All needles can come in different sizes. Right here, I'm showing you sizes 11 and 8. The sizing for needles typically start at 1 and go all the way up to around 25, I think. 25 being the biggest and 1 being the smallest. Flat needles are typically best for flat projects like scarves and blankets, but you can make other projects like hats. It'll just be more steps. Personally, I enjoy using circular needles over straight needles, but that's just my preference. Here I'm showing you guys double pointed needles. Double pointed needles are used for when you're knitting in the round. Some projects that you would use double pointed needles for would be socks or tops of hats. Double pointed needles are typically used whenever there are a few stitches left on your project. I'm not gonna lie, the double pointed needles are a little bit hard to work when you first start using them, but once you get used to them, it is a breeze, I promise. Next up, we have circular needles, and I love circular needles. Circular needles typically have a cord attached to them, and you will do any project in the round on circular needles. So that's any project that is kind of tube-like, so hats, sweaters, there are so many things that you're going to make on circular needles. Now, you could either use circular needles or interchangeable needles. Interchangeable needles are circular needles, but they allow you to screw off your needles and change them for a different size. So you don't have to keep buying a whole bunch of needles. You just have everything that you need in one kit. This is why I love interchangeable needles. Okay, so we're starting off on the smallest size needle and we're going to switch it out for the biggest. I really love this interchangeable set from Takumi that I got off of Amazon. Y'all should really look into getting it. They will typically include long cords, short cords. I don't know the exact size of it, but I'll put it down in the description for you guys. And I really urge y'all to get you some circular needles. Like, an interchangeable set is where it's at. Don't get straight needles. You don't really even need to get circular needles. I think you need an interchangeable set and dpns, double pointed needles. Just to recap, there are straight needles, there are circular needles, there's dpns, there are interchangeable needles. All of those, you can make so many different projects. On straight needles, you can only make flat projects. DPNs are great to use for socks and tops of hats. Remember, you only want to use these whenever you have a small amount of stitches in your project. I saved the best for last, circular needles or interchangeable needles. These can knit any project, whether flat or circular. Thank you guys so much for watching my second episode of News Knit Guide. Can't wait to see you in the next episode.